Or just a second. All right, everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel for our Fantasy Football League. I've been absent much of the season since the very beginning of the season, since before the season, to be honest. That's my bad, but it's been a busy fall for me and for the family, so I haven't had a chance to kind of do this as much as I wanted to. But here I am doing it now, and I miss all you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you participating in the league. It's always fun, even if we just get the text back and forth. It's been a little quieter this year, but I think we've all still had a pretty good time. I know everybody's been fighting and doing their best to win. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for anybody. It didn't work out for anybody, especially Fred, who's pulled 85 moves this year, and he's won one game, unfortunately. One game. That's tough. Sorry, Durf. I'm sure you'll do better next year. And I think that I'd say the deterrent of you having to put up all the stickers in Bivana this year, and you said you're wearing a kilt because you wouldn't wear a skirt, so in your kilt, hopefully you wear some chones, or not, doesn't matter. We'll get you in there putting up the stickers. I'll make sure the stickers are nice and big so you can read them. And good luck next year, Fred. 85 moves, 1 win. Wow. That's pretty good. All right, next we have Daniel, former champ Daniel. He had a rough year this year. Lost 8 in a row to finish off the season. That's kind of tough. That's a 8 in a row loss. Where does it say? Right there. Ooh, that's rough. 4-10. The Danielita Cracker Killers. He's unfortunately nowhere near the playoffs this year. He had a rough year. Him losing Thielen at the end didn't help much, and he's going to have to come back to it next year. All right, this is a special edit for Santi, because that was the third try, or this is the third try you're watching right now of the video, this being the fourth try, which is just going to be an edit inside of the video. So the Danny that's talking right now doesn't know that this is going to happen, so it's going to be a weird cut, and the angle's probably a little off and all that. Oh, a lot off. Okay, fine. But Santi, yeah, you had the same record as Brian. I got a little bit off there. Daniel had a worse season. Daniel, sorry. I know you'll be back. You always play hard. You always try hard. Santi and Brian ended up with the same record. You guys were both in it towards the end there. I think Santi was more crawling up where Brian was kind of falling out. But both of you guys are really good. Santi, always appreciate it. You know, we know you had that wacky draft, the Hamilton draft, where you were on the road and then you were sitting in the front yard making picks on your paper instead of coming in the house. That was funny. So we'll remember that. Okay, Santi, we got you in there too. Now back to the other video that Danny doesn't know this video's in. Brian, in the same situation. Both you and Daniel were kind of in it up until the last couple weeks, but it didn't go your guys' way. I know B-Dub always fights hard and tries to win, and he's got a pretty good team. But he was the one who got ripped off the most, I'm pretty sure. Brian had, let's see here, of the points, 4. Let's go Brandon here. Very clever name. Very, very clever name. He was 5th in points, unfortunately. 2, 3, 4. 5th in points and out of the playoffs. That's tough. That happens sometimes. I know we've had that rule before. Maybe get in, get out. We've made the league a little smaller, but we didn't change the rule back. So B-Dub is out of there. Maybe it's that stupid name. All right, let's see here. Now we're going with Ligma. Corey finished ahead of his dad. Not by much. 1 game. Dad got more points, but unfortunately just a little bit out of it. In 8th place. He always fights hard too. He had a chance right up until the end, but last couple weeks didn't go his way, and that's that. All right, next we have, I like the details better. League details better. Next we have, where do we finish up? Where am I at here? All right, 2006 Raiders, and poor Marcus was about 20 minutes away from being in the playoffs, scratched his way back, renamed his team the 2006 Raiders because he thought he sucked that bad. But he might have sucked just as bad as the Raiders this year. So not as bad as the 2006, but as bad as the 2021 Raiders maybe. Sorry, Mark. Next year. I'm kind of glad since you named your team that you did lose. It doesn't bother me that much, to be honest with you. All right. And now we have the playoffs. So let's switch over to the playoff picture. I know there's a way to do that. Let me put that on here. The verses, there it is. So this week for the playoffs, Najee by nature, Daniel Flores, formerly known as COVID Daniel, is going against Uncle Easy Eric, the Playmakers. And let's check out the matchup since we got it right here. Why not? So we got Eric's got Mahomes, Mooney, who's been hot, Higgins, who's always decently solid. I think Connor got that Q right there. But I'm pretty positive Easy's going to grab Penny. Seems like that would be the thing to do. He could flop Penny in there if he wanted this week or next week. Kittle's been going off. Kirk, he's, here or there. Stevenson, that'd look good with the Penny right there instead. Anybody else? Easy after that is kind of just running on fumes. He's got hurt. Henry obviously on the IR. Breida is nobody. Johnson, Fant, that's all just hopefully. And Galladay, same thing. Yeah, Galladay, that's where he was all year on my bench, just chilling, taking up space. Let's see what Daniel's got. Daniel Flores got Stafford, who's up and down. Hill, who could do anything. Julio Jones coming back. Najee Harris, that's good. He's always solid. Elijah Mitchell, I think he's hurt, right? And then Judy sucks. Devontae sometimes just makes it happen. I don't know. I like Easy in this matchup. Easy's got a solid team. He just doesn't have nobody on his bench, but solid enough. All right. So that's the first playoff match. That's number 3 against number 6. The computer, as of right now, has Najee 1 point ahead of Easy, but we'll see after everybody makes their moves where that ends up. Next playoff action is Beats by Bauer Chris Gillen versus Sleepy Joe Balls. That's a better name than the other one. Sleepy Joe Balls is, of course, Ken. And Ken is a 2-time champion. Chris, not so much. Chris trying to get in there and make something happen. It's his first time in the playoffs, I think, or maybe not. You can correct me, Chris, in the YouTube comments, all right, bud? All right, so let's see. We got Rodgers versus Brady. That's a classic. That might even be AFC or NFC matchup there. McLaurin and Metcalf. That's a similar matchup. Both dudes are off and on big time. Boyd and Ayuk. Ooh. All right. Williams and Cook. Cook's got the matchup there. Hilaire and Hines. Yeah, I guess Hilaire. Not by much. Gesicki and Gronk. Gronk has been going crazy. Gronk has a chance to go crazy any second. We all know that. Lockett's been getting off, but Chase has been getting off here and there too. Those are kind of even. This is a pretty good matchup. You got Keenan Allen versus Michael Gallup. You got to like Allen there, but Allen hasn't been doing shit. And then you got your defenses and stuff. So this is a pretty good matchup too. Chris and Ken going at it, trying to get to the next round of the playoffs. While old Nate Dogg and I have gained bye weeks this week. So we don't have a matchup this week. I'd be curious to see what my point total is at the end of the week anyways. And Nate did a great job this year. He finished out number 1 and on top. Pretty much rolled through the whole season. Same with my team, pretty much rolled through the whole season. We both got pretty good teams. And hopefully I'll make a little bit of time to go over the playoff matchups next week, and we can discuss that. But again, I appreciate everybody for playing. I appreciate everybody for being part of the league. I consider all you guys my family, and I'm very happy that I get to spend this time with my family, who are you guys, and love everybody. Hopefully next year I'll be a little more busy on the commissioner tip, but I appreciate you guys staying active the whole time anyways and making this another great season for our league. Next year is season 10. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Good luck.